you?
I'm well. How are you?
Oh, great, great. It's great to
Good.
get to connect with you and learn a little bit more about Henry's Tempeh.
Yeah.
So for everyone, my name is Tyson MacInnis. I'm one of 5 regional innovation directors here at CFIN. And today it's my pleasure to be speaking with Jason Jurchuk. You're the president of Henry's Tempeh, is that right?
That is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So I've heard lots of great things about your premium products, even in terms of your ownership model, lots of interesting, innovative things. Wonder if you can tell me a little bit more about your company.
Yeah, sure. Henry's Tempeh. We officially incorporated in 2002, so we've been around a little bit.
Mhm.
The original owner, Henry Schmidt, ran it for a number of years, and the ownership has changed over the last 10 years, I would say. And now it's myself and Philip DeChanu who run and own the business. Henry's Tempeh, we make tempeh and tempeh products is what we do. Yeah.
Excellent. And can you tell me a little bit about where you sell those products?
All across Canada.
Okay. Mostly retail or retail and food service?
Retail, food service is the biggest portion. Yeah.
Okay, excellent, great. And as well, obviously, you're always pursuing growth and innovation. Obviously, I can tell by some of the different work you've done. And one of those projects was a project that was funded through our Innovation Booster program here at CFIN. And those projects help cost share some R&D activities that you're looking at in terms towards a project. So I wonder if you can share with me a little bit at a high level about your project and some of the milestones that you're looking to hit.
Yeah, I mean, as a manufacturer, we're always looking to optimize our production process, and a big part of that is automation. So we've automated quite a large portion of our process throughout the years to keep up with production and demand and where the industry's going, to keep our products affordable. So what we're trying to do is further automate the incubation process. So that's what we're working on developing. Sort of using some of the more cutting edge technologies to integrate that. We do design and develop all of our own incubation technologies, and we have for many years now. So this is really taking it to the next level. Really developing a smarter and more automated incubation system.
Awesome. And I understand you have you had a background, I think your education background was a little bit in automation and robotics too. So I'm wondering for any companies that might be looking at pursuing the same path, if you have any suggestions as they get started on this route.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for smaller food manufacturers, especially if you're just starting out, there's a lot of companies out there who make automated equipment that is fairly turnkey. It isn't always, but there's also companies out there that'll help you along with a lot of automation type stuff. It is generally quite expensive, but if you're at the point where you are seeing growth and want to keep your costs under control, it's definitely a good way to go. You can go to a lot of trade shows where a lot of these companies will display their products and automation. You can kind of see it, how it works, and talk to the pros. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. I mean, like you said, my background is engineering. I started out in electronics and moved over to robotics and automation. Worked in the industry for years, so I kind of bring that expertise to the company. So we're able to do a lot more custom in-house automation that is very tailored to our needs. But for a smaller company that doesn't have that, there's lots out there, and it's getting cheaper by the year almost, especially with AI coming out and its impact on the industry. So
Yeah, it's becoming much more accessible, isn't it? The ROI
it is.
and the risk level, because a lot of it's becoming more sophisticated every year. So that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I can imagine just on a day-to-day basis operating a food business, you're incredibly busy. Your to-do list would be long and take up a lot of your time. But when you do look into the future a little bit, what do you see as, you know, some of the priorities for your company in the next year or two?
Yeah, so we're always growing and expanding, and we have done since for as long as I can remember. COVID put a damper on things for a while, but
Mhm.
you know, we're just like a lot of companies, we're able to refocus and maneuver into a slightly different direction. Yeah, the future at Henry's Tempeh is looking bright. I mean, we continue to develop automated processes, which really help keep the costs in check, especially with inflation and price increases. We're big on being a company that pays a living wage to our employees.
Mhm.
So, you know, managing the labor costs with automation really helps. So yeah, more automation. I mean, we've been integrating AI for a couple of months now, and it's gone really well. It's pretty fantastic
Mhm.
how far that technology has come. But yeah, we continue. We have a very robust R&D department for new products, and for our process flow. So yeah, we just continue to develop new products, develop and improve the process, and continue to grow.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great. I mean, and I think you're a great model of a company that's, you know, 20 years old, give or take, but that you've been embracing technology and really having that help maintain your competitiveness and help fuel some of your growth. So that's excellent.
Yeah.
And you're based in, is it where in Ontario you're based?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Kitchener. Awesome. Great. Good. Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, I mean, working with CFIN has been great. I mean, the funding's been fantastic, and the flexibility too, right? A lot of R&D projects. I don't think I've ever been a part of an R&D project that didn't change and shift in some way or form as you learn and grow and figure out how you're going to implement things. So it's been helpful, really helpful from CFIN. I mean, the funding helps us expand the scope and accelerate the timeline, you know, and CFIN's flexibility with changes as we learn on the project and as we progress along the timeline it's been great. And so highly recommend CFIN to all the small business owners out there.
Awesome. Oh, well, thank
Yeah.
you. That's great.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I really look forward personally. It's great getting to learn a little bit more, you know, under the hood about your business, and
Yeah.
looking forward to watching the future growth of Henry's Tempeh moving forward.
Well, we're
Thank you.
excited too. Yeah.
Yeah, this has been great. Thank you, Jason.
Yeah. Well, thank
Okay.
you. Thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Bye.
Take care.